Hello everyone, good morning, welcome back to the Hearthstone ladder. My name is Rooster and this is Bog Creeper Shaman again. This has been one of my favorite decks from last month, so while I am quite busy with keeping up with the new expansions cards, which you will definitely see some content of pretty soon. I'm hoping to get something done for tomorrow. I have been playing this deck on ladder for a little bit and having a pretty good time with it. I have seen basically no reason to change a lot. Might be wrong about that, of course. The deck is definitely not optimal, but I have been having a lot of fun with it. And it is definitely a deck I would recommend you at least give a try if you have some semblance of the cards that make up the deck list there. It hasn't been too crazy, especially against Druids. I've been facing a lot of Druids lately, which is actually pretty crazy. I don't think I want any of these cards right at the start. Basically fishing for Doomsayer here, perhaps some early interactions such as Stormcrack. Mana Tide early is not the worst idea, to be honest. We can certainly make that work. So there have been a number of iterations of this deck, of course, so you could definitely see adding, for example, a Faceless Shambler, mostly actually seen in variants of the deck that include Faceless. Flame Wreath Faceless, there we go. Names can be hard at times, guys, don't judge me. So, yeah, the deck's been quite good to me. I haven't really... Well, it's not a stellar win rate, of course, but... Ooh, what's coming out here? I may actually... No, it's not It is an uninnervated coin, so there could be something big. It's only an Azure Drake, though. I'm not incredibly worried about that yet. I don't have a great answer yet. So I'm not the biggest fan of this whole ordeal right now. But we do have the thing from below coming up. I think I'll just throw out the Mana Tide totem here. I don't hold too much faith in it surviving for more than one turn anyway. So we might as well just get the card out, make our thing from below a little bit cheaper, and try to dig a little further into our deck, which will be quite relevant, especially against Druids. Doing nothing on turn 3 though. Not too particularly impressive, so I'm pretty happy with that as far as our current situation goes. So for those who have missed it, this deck has been making waves a little bit. Well, waves might be a bit of a strong word, but yeah, Control Shaman is definitely, well, I wouldn't say a contender, but it is definitely something. And a lot of decks might have trouble dealing with the big minions it throws out, and especially when you get an Ancestral Spirit on such a big minion. Our Druid opponent isn't doing too particularly well right now, and if this is indeed the case, I think I might actually hex that Azure Drake over there, because I am getting a little bit worried about our current health total. Any alternatives right now? We could wait for Lightning Storm, but the Azure Drake is going to prove annoying regardless. Could wait for the Elemental Destruction, but that might be a little bit optimistic. We could go for the thing from below, which I don't particularly like. I think we'll just go for the Hex right now. It's not too awful, and yeah, I am only worried about an Ancient of War, basically, which I don't have a great answer to right now. I have actually lost to an uprooted Ancient of War against a Druid very recently, which was a little annoying, I will say. But we can certainly go for the thing from below with the... I would like to get it on something better than that, or immediately Faceless it, but that's not in the books for us, I believe. And I'm not sure we can actually afford to wait for too long, because we might just die to Savage Roar at some point. So I guess we'll go for the thing from below right now and just hope that we'll be able to survive for long enough that the Bog Creeper will make a difference. So this is pretty reasonable. We could have gone for... No, we could not have gone for the Blood Mage into Lightning Storm, which would be pretty sweet, and that is exactly the reason I'm saving the Lightning Storm for now. But this should serve fine in keeping us alive so far. Oh, and we do actually have the second Hex, so I shouldn't be too worried about facing an Ancient of War anytime soon. So yeah, Blood Mage into Lightning Storm is actually kind of important. I'm a big fan of Blood Mage in this deck, by the way. Because it happens quite often that you just need that little bit of extra damage on your Lightning Storm or Elemental Destruction to actually get rid of your opponent's board. That's a Blood Mage. I'm kind of afraid of exactly that card right now. But as long as he's actually trading some of his minions in, then it's actually not too much of a problem, to be honest. Because we could actually just Lightning Storm the board and we'd probably be fine. So it's not too awful. Any other decent options? Not really. I'll just leave him with a 2-2 and we'll be entirely okay. I'm actually fine with that. So we can make an additional totem, then Lightning Storm this board, and that is most of the threat gone, because Soul of the Forest is actually a really scary card, and basically getting rid of it for very little cost is quite beneficial. Because, well, if a Druid actually builds a threatening board and then Soul of the Forest it, then you have to play the board twice, and I only had to play the board once now. So, and using a mulch on just a 5/5 isn't particularly impressive either, so yeah, I'm definitely happy with how this is going so far. Do we have to use an Elemental Destruction right now? I don't think so. I actually don't think so. If we just put down a Doomsayer here, then we could go for the Elemental next turn, I think. So just Totem, Huge Toad, and Doomsayer, how about that? Are we afraid of dying? We're not afraid of dying next turn, I think. So I'm actually okay with that. I think we can be a little more greedy with... Yeah, sure. We could even just not use the Doomsayer, how about that? I was going to say if I get a Taunt Totem here, I think I'm actually okay with not playing the Doomsayer. So I'm basically expecting my opponent to overcommit at this point. Which generally means that we get to clear his board next turn. And that is actually most of his threat gone, because the Soul of the Forest is scary, the Violet Teacher is scary, and let's see what comes now. Emperor. Oh, that's a problem card. Well, he doesn't have too many cards in hand, so it's actually kind of okay. If we can Blood Mage plus Elemental Destruction here, then I think we're actually fine. I would have liked to have a Lava Shock, I guess, but can't have it all, I suppose. And we can even Doomsayer afterwards, actually, which lets us take the board. That's really nice. I like that. I really like that. Okay, let's Elemental... Oh, well, we can't really claim the board next turn, but the Doomsayer should let us survive the turn in which we are horribly overloaded, so that's pretty sweet. Oh, we do have a Lava Shock, actually. So I would like this. Do I still Doomsayer? Yes, I think I actually still Doomsayer. Because that lets me develop the Bog Creeper next turn, which is pretty sweet. And the Lava Shock might even get some value. Actually, no, it won't. Actually, it won't. We might not even need to use it here. Because developing a totem and a thing from below is actually fine. It is actually fine. And I don't need to use the Lava Shock here. Because, well, the Lava Shock would let me develop the Bog Creeper. But I could also just wait and get some value out of the Lava Shock. So that is fine. Do we? Yes, okay. If he commits the Power of the Wild, then we actually need to Elemental Destruction again next turn, which is a little unfortunate, but we do have some big stuff to follow up, so I'm not too terribly upset here. We could just trade this in and not have to waste the Hex. That's actually really nice. That is actually really nice. I like that. And then next turn we can Lava Shock, or do we have to Lava Shock this turn? I think I actually want to Lava Shock this turn, because I'll be. I can just do that next turn. I can just do that next turn anyway. So that's the Alexia gone. And now we have the Earth Elemental. We're overloaded for 8 next turn. That's still fine. That is actually still fine, because we can use the Lava Shock to eliminate the overload and play a Bog Creeper. Yeah. I'm liking where this is going so far. Of course, the Druids could still throw quite a wrench here, especially with the Fendrel. If he gets a couple of good cards from his Raven Idols, then we could still be in trouble. But at least we should be able to clear that. Oh, that's pretty big. That is still pretty big. Man, do Druids have a lot of great cards here. Well, we've got this Lava Shock over here, which is decent. We can trade this. We can then Stormcrack and Lava Shock this. That's actually fine. That is actually fine. We don't have any decent board players, but this should be the final thing he can throw at us right now, I think. So we can just copy this one and then Hex, or no, we need to Stormcrack actually. So we need to Stormcrack, that leaves us with 6 additional mana, and we also kind of want to Hex this. Alternatively, we could, well, we don't need to heal, I guess. So if I just Stormcrack that, then I think I'll still be fine. We can Hex something next turn, I think. So let's just do it this way. I do think I want to clear that. We've got a couple taunts here. We'll be fine. I would have liked to also Hex the scenarios, but you can't do everything in one turn, except if you're a Druid. Then you actually can do everything in one turn, as we've just seen. But that's a lot of threats in one deck. I wasn't expecting the scenarios and the Onyxia, but there's still the second Violet Teacher, though. I'm a little worried about that. Because we don't have, well, we do have the second Lightning Storm, but we still need to draw it, and the Druid is doing a much better job at cycling through his deck pretty fast. It's a swipe, isn't it? That's a swipe indeed, and then he clears the Earth Elemental. Then we have the Bog Creeper coming up, and we do have a Hex, so that's good. He might Wrath and trade in the 4/4. That's actually nice, because we do have the Hex. He just swipes, okay. Okay, that's actually kind of good, because we do have the Hex here, and we cannot combine that with the Bog Creeper, unfortunately. Well, that does need to happen, so I guess we could actually develop the Halaziel Hex. I kind of want a Farsight here, but that doesn't let us hero power either. Oh yes, it actually does. Okay, so Farsight is fine in this case. That's an additional Bog Creeper? Okay, so we've got some big stuff coming up. So there's the Hex, we've got a Totem up, and we can play some Bog Creepers next turn. So we should be through the majority of his deck, but there's still a Nourish right there. Oh, and there's the Ancient of Wars. Oh my lord. There's so much big stuff. This is kind of why Druid is a problem. This is why I've been having trouble with Druid. There's just so much stuff in the deck, and there might even still be a Yogg in there. That is really, really nasty. Okay, so we've got the Halaziel here, the Halaziel Bog Creeper, I guess. Not incredibly excited about that, but well, the Halaziel isn't going to do a whole lot of good for us, I guess. So might as well, I think. Bog Creeper's still a pretty big card, and the Druid's almost out of cards, so that's, well, there's still a Nourish coming up, right? If that's... I don't think a deck with both Onyxia and Cenarius and Soul of the Forest can still run Yogg, but I could definitely be wrong about that. That would be a really greedy deck, though. Says the person running. Okay, that's risky. Why would you do that while you have a perfectly serviceable board of your own? This could end up horribly for him. Oh, that's a decent frog. I guess that's a decent frog. Oh my gosh. I'm not amused about this. Polymorph the frog? That's okay. Sap one of mine. Sap the Hellazeel, that's unfortunate. Oh my gosh, why would you yog on a full board? This is disgusting, okay. Well, yeah, I will admit defeat here, but the Onyxia, the Cenarius, the Tendril, the Soul of the Forest, there's so much stuff going on. Oh, well, that's good. Oh! okay. Well, I guess that Yogg wasn't too oh, I could still die here. Wait, am I dead? No, I'm not dead. But it's getting pretty close. It is getting pretty close. What can we do here? If that's a mirror entity, then I'm pretty screwed. I don't like where that's going. I guess we just have to try, right? We can't run the risk of now. If this is a mirror entity, then good job to him. Oh my god. There's so much stuff in that deck. How can you deal with that? Oh well. I guess I'm dead. Well. Oh, that's a taunt totem. Okay, well, we could still live, but yeah, see, this is why druids are trouble. Oh my gosh.
Well played.
Well, there's just too much stuff in that deck. Yeah, I've been fighting druids all day yesterday with this deck, and well, I'm running basically 50-50 against them, but druids are trouble, man. I'm basically just rambling right now, but you can see why I'm struggling. There are answers, but there's. Yeah, they can run out of stuff rather quickly if they draw their cards in the wrong order. But if everything goes well, there's just so many threats which you all have to deal with, and they can deal with the stuff I have surprisingly well, actually, because I did get an ancestral. Well, I only drew one ancestral, to be honest. And there were a couple of big taunts, but then the Raven Idol gave him a swipe, and there was a decent mulch, I guess, which only gave me a huge toad. I've actually gotten a Tyrion off of a mulch. When my opponent mulched a thing from below, and then I got a Tyrion off of that, and he wasn't too amused with that. But let's see how we deal with Warrior. Warrior has been decent, at least Dragon Warrior has been, but if they get a fast start, then they can definitely still be trouble.
Job done. Greetings.
So Stormcrack is pretty good at halting the early aggression. I'm not going to use it on a Finley though. Please no Warlock. Okay, that's not a Warlock. That's good. So we either totem here or we ancestral knowledge and just give up the next turn. I don't think I mind skipping the next turn. He doesn't have the fastest. I don't think I can do that though. Then skip. Yeah, I just need some more stuff basically. So I could Stormcrack something he plays next turn. Lightning Storm is a nice get. I really don't like ancestral knowledge on turn 2, but yeah, that's basically what I was afraid of. So I can't Stormcrack that right now, so I'm taking a lot of damage from that. Which sucks, pretty much, because I have nothing to do next turn. There's nothing that costs 1 in my deck. You can just attack with that, it's not that hard. Dragon Warrior is not a hard deck to play, really. You just click your minions and then you click my face. Here, let me show you. Click this and then click my face, here. It's not that hard.
Greetings, friend.
So yeah, Dragon Warrior. So we need to get a decent taunt, basically. If we can get a decent taunt and then Ancestral Spirit it, then we could be in a pretty good position, but yeah. I like where that's going. So we can hold out, and then on turn 5, Blood Mage and Lightning Storm. The problem is, we usually want to Totem and Stormcrack on turn 4, which doesn't leave us 5 mana to Lightning Storm plus Telnos on the turn after. So I may just have to gamble on a 50-50, which I don't like. Is he just going face with the axe here? I don't know about that. I don't know if I would, to be honest. We can double Stormcrack, which seems awfully slow. I think we just have to Stormcrack. This thing is dealing too much damage right now. And him developing the axe actually means that... Taunt is pretty good here. Sure. That actually means that he probably has to use the axe here, or he has to play a charger, which also saves us a lot of damage, so that's kind of good. That is actually kind of good. Well, the Finley deals with that now, but that's still not incredible. You could use that as an execute activator, so that's pretty good. What do we do here? Do we just Stormcrack again? We could actually. I don't dislike that idea, and it allows us to get an extra totem in. Or we could Doomsayer and force him to use an execute next turn. I actually prefer the Doomsayer here. And we can still clear the board next turn, right? So, extra Stormcrack, and we either totem... I kinda have to get those totems in, though. Yeah, so we can still Lightning Storm next turn, and that'll be fine. But we need to get... We need to get an Ancestral on something big, and the best way to do that would likely be to get a thing from below and then, well, get it to really cheap, because that really allows you to get things started. Oh, I don't hate that card, although he will likely execute it. What can I do next turn if I am overloaded for 3? That would leave me with 4 mana, which would mean that I don't get to do a whole lot, unfortunately. So we could actually think from below here, totem and think from below, or yeah, I don't hate it. We do have an Earth Elemental right now, so we could go for that next turn and Ancestral it. I think I like that, sure. Just because we drew the Earth Elemental, I think I like this approach here. Because that's really rough for a warrior to deal with, especially a Dragon Warrior. A control-ish style of warrior would be able to Sylvanas and then Shield Slam it, which is a really scary thing. Sylvanas is really scary with this deck. If you don't have a hex for it, then it can get some pretty insane value, which is kind of disgusting. So clears the 1/1. We take another 4 to the face, but that's okay. We've got a pretty decent turn coming up, so. Not incredibly worried, and we do have a healing wave, which should be pretty decent. So let's see how he deals with this, because that's a lot of toughness to chew through. He can execute one, I suppose, and then just kill the other. Well, that'll cost him some resources, definitely. Oh, we did get lower than 15, unfortunately. Well, we can hope to draw into a hex for that. Or we can just make some use out of this here, which I kind of like. So how about we Thelnos Lightning Storm here? That's actually not that great. So we always hit this, right? Yes. Or we Lightning Storm... Don't like where that's going. No. So we always hit this. Now we're expecting this to hit this, or we kind of need to get rid of this 4/4 here. So we could Lightning Storm and then Lava Shock it. Yeah, I kind of like that. Sure. Because that kind of forces the 9/9 to trade into this, which will likely kill it. Or you could execute it and then trade it for the new one, which is still fine with us, right? And do we want to take this time to get a healing wave in? Or do we want a totem? I guess I want a totem, sure. I guess I want to get a totem in here. Yeah, there will be time to healing wave still. So unless he has an execute, he kind of has to hit this. And even if he has the execute, then it still kills the 9/7. So that's pretty nice. Oh, that is an actual thing. I was kind of forgetting about the priest arrow power. That's pretty nice. That is actually pretty nice for him. So, do we have a way to deal with that? We do not, unfortunately. So I guess that means we Cairn this turn, right? So we hit the thingamajig, and then we Cairn, and then he hits us in the face. Are we okay with that? We might want a healing wave first. I don't mind healing waving here. We could also heal this up in case he executes, but I kind of like going for the healing wave here. Just for the other Draconic Crusher, and for the chance that he has an execute and a charger, basically. An execute, a charger, and a weapon, I guess, or an execute and 2 chargers, or something like that. It's kind of dangerous, you know? So, what's coming up here? We've got some taunts waiting, so that'll be pretty good. He can hit us for 9 in the face, that's fine. Did I just say that's fine? Yes, I did just say that's fine. Mostly because we can just trade the Cairn in, and it won't be too much of a hit. So we trade this one, we play the Bog Creeper, and we totem. Alright. We still got the Elemental Destruction, we've still got the second healing wave, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty comfortable here. Second Bog Creeper too. Plenty of taunts left in the deck, so I think we're pretty good. Of course, well, you say that. Please don't hit the Bog Creeper. Okay, well, you did not use... It didn't hit the Bog Creeper. Right? So there's something. Do we Elemental Destruction here? We actually might. I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it. Because we could just... I don't have a Faceless. I would have really liked a Faceless here. We're down to 4. I can't help but notice, and that scares me a little bit. So we could Elemental Destruction here. So trade this one in, then Elemental Destruction, and then Ancestral Spirit, one of those. Or just play a new one, actually. Yeah, it pretty much has that. Oh, don't do that first. Don't do that first, please. Don't scare me like that. So this happens, right? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So we do this, and we make sure to always have a taunt up for the rest of the game. And that's actually fine. So we could either Ancestral that, or we could just play a new one. I think I prefer the plan of playing a new one. We can still Ancestral that one, and I don't expect him to be able to get rid of both, right? So, yeah, sure. That would be a bit of a stretch. Oh my gosh. Does he have double? Really? Well, that could be a thing, I guess. Okay. That's fine. We're down to 1. So as soon as he gets the second one, then we're kind of screwed. But yeah, that's pretty much just the way of life, I guess. Not much we can do about that. We can actually play the Telnos and hope to draw with it. Yes, that would be nice. That would be nice. Do I want to hex this? Is there something scarier than that? I don't know about that. I kind of forgot about this card. I was thinking Mortal Strike. Oh, I can't hex it anymore, so I guess I have to edit. If he has a weapon and a Grommash now, and an execute, I guess. Weapon, Grommash, execute, that's probably fine, right? So, yeah, I was kind of forgetting about the overload this turn. Whoops. We're still okay. I still have a hex for one of those guys, I still have an additional taunt. And he just played a dragon, so he may not be able to actually properly react here. So we're actually kind of fine. Do I want to trade my my thingamajig in? Actually, no. I think not, because I would like to actually make this attack here. So we do this, trade here. Oh, that's no, please no. Oh my, I'm such a derp face right now. Okay, well, that was a mistake. It's fine. Don't worry. I should have done that. I should have thought about the thing getting buffed. There was no way around that, right? Are you kidding me? I just used the hex on that, and then you get it. Yeah, okay. That's a problem. Is it? Is that a problem? That is kind of a problem, right? But in itself, it's also an opportunity. So what does he need here? What kills me? I don't know. We could actually just Doomsayer here. No, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Do I want an additional? No. I just want to kill him. I just want to kill him at this point. Okay. Do we? I might just have to trade with that next turn. I don't like that, but it's our best chance, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah. So I didn't expect a Deathwing, obviously, by my reaction. But what can we draw here? Oh my gosh. Well, we can draw into Farsight. Okay. Well, that's something. We can get taunt items. That's also pretty sweet. That's not exactly what we needed. If this is not a taunt item, we're dead, right? Yeah. So we could Lightning Storm, and that does well. Not the biggest fan of that approach, but I guess it's the best option. Or do we always trade to Deathwing? No, we don't. We always attempt this, right? Because that gives us the best chance of survival. I didn't kill it. Okay, that's trouble. Then we have to trade. Yeah, we have to trade, right? Oh, that's so ugly. That is so ugly. I keep forgetting that Dragon Warriors actually play Deathwing nowadays. And that mistake with the Ancestral really did cost me. That is not a charge right now, so that's good. In a way. We can still Lightning Storm out of this, I guess. So we can heal the minion, that's probably the right approach. We need a taunt. We do need a taunt. Oh my gosh, that Deathwing. Yeah, so that's good. That's a good card. I like that card. Okay, we're still in it. As long as he doesn't draw an Execute. He hasn't drawn an Execute yet, has he? Oh, there's the Healing Wave. Okay, so we need to survive one draw here. Just one draw. Just don't be an Execute here. I think that's the only thing he can have, right? The only thing... Yes, that's the only thing. Okay, that's good. He needs to hit into that. He absolutely does. He's really screwed if he doesn't. Does he know it, though? Does he know he's screwed if he doesn't hit into that? He must have an inkling, right? He must know he's screwed if he doesn't. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. He's gonna. Is he? It's not obvious. It should be obvious. Okay, so he does? He does. Okay, that's wise. That's wise. But now we do get to heal, so that's good. He also gets to heal. But we do have a mana tag totem, that's pretty sweet. We get the totem, that's kind of important. And I guess we just pass after that, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just pass after that. So that should allow us to survive most things. I guess, yeah, we're not even dead to Grommash. We might be dead eventually to Grommash, but not right now. Not right now. So we are actually, that is not the draw we need, but at least the Mana Tide did draw us closer to what we do need. So that's kind of good, in a way. We have a board of totems. That is a big dude, though. That is a pretty big dude. But we get taunt totems next turn. guaranteed taunt totems are pretty sweet. So we can't let that thing hit us. He has to save the weapon now. Because if we get a taunt totem, he's pretty screwed, right? Yeah, he is. Okay, did we already play all of our taunts? Oh my gosh, there's only 3 cards left in my deck. Can we even kill him? Can we even win at this point? That's pretty ridiculous. Yes, we can get a taunt totem. Oh, that is not what you needed to do. That actually gives me a chance, right? So we can clone that and get a taunt totem. Yes, that could work. Or what else can we... Oh, that's... Is that good? Well, it's kinda good, right? We can lava shock his face. So that's something. We can double Halaziel next turn. We can still totem, right? We can absolutely still totem. Okay, that's good. So that's a taunt totem, that's good. But just for security, I think we should Halaziel and lava shock his face. Yes, I do think we need to do that. What is left in our deck? I don't know. I really don't know at this point. We don't have an Ancestral Spirit. That's a pretty good card. That is a pretty good card. Yeah, so that's trouble. I don't think... Okay, that's good, that's good. Let me think. Let me actually think here. We have 1 more card in our deck, so we can faceless this, for example. And then we hex this, we hit in, and then he still has a Grommash though. That's not good. Maybe we can Doomsayer and try to get rid of his board that way. We can't win anymore, can we? Can we even win? I don't know. We get infinite taunt items at this point though. But I don't know if that's good enough. Well, we were going to beat him with a Grommash, right? We can do that. We can beat him with Grommash. So as long as he doesn't... Yeah, that's actually fine. We can just beat him with Grommash like this. Because as long as he doesn't get a charger or a damage thing, then Grommash can beat him. We're going into fatigue, of course. Now Grommash can hit that, that's good. So we get taunt items and we get a 10 attack Grommash, that's good. I think that's good. Does this work? Oh my gosh, does this work? We can hit. No, that's not good enough, right? That doesn't help us in the least. Now we get a taunt totem, we hit this. And then we beat him next turn? No, we don't beat him next turn. But we're in decent shape. I'm not sure what he still has. But we kill him in... Oh, we don't kill him in 2 turns. Oh, and there's the execute. Okay, yeah, we lost. That Deathwing. Why do I keep forgetting about stuff like that? Why do I keep forgetting about that? That is so unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We will win a game yet. Did we seriously only play 2 games just now? Yes, we did. Okay. Well... It won't be easy. It won't be easy, but... Yeah, Deathwing. Yuck. Why do decks have so much stuff nowadays? Okay, can we please just get another game? Oh, rollover just happened. Okay, well, just 1 more game. Can't go wrong, right? Can't possibly go wrong. And let's hope for something simple. Just give me an aggro shaman or something. Because I have had enough of all these grindy... Even the match against Dragon Warrior turned into a grinding match. For some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, he still did have his 2 executes, of course. So, the Grommash plan wasn't going to work. Could I have played that differently though? Oh, please, not another Druid.
Doomhammer.
Is it me, or are there just way more Druids than usual on the ladder? I don't know. I really don't know. Do I keep Ancestral? No, I can't keep Ancestral, right? Stormcrack is pretty good. Okay, so we've got our first board clear. That's important against Druid. Because you're pretty much expecting every Druid to be token Druid at this point. Ooh, turn 1 Innervate, wow. Okay, what do we... Oh, Beast Druid, okay. Beast Druid could be good. We can wait a turn against Beast Druid. If he Markov Yashiraj this, then we can Stormcrack it, and we're actually fine. So please do. Please Markov Yashiraj that. Be my guest. That is not what you wanted to play there. I'm pretty sure that's not what you wanted to play. I suggest you rethink your actions over there. Do we Stormcrack that? I don't think we can Stormcrack that. We need to make a power play, and I don't think Stormcracking that is going to be good enough. I'm pretty sure. So let's just totem and see how we deal. We need to Stormcrack something bigger than a 3-2. It doesn't even remove that much damage from the board anyway. So he attacks that, that's fine. If he hero powers, well, we're pretty much left with the same situation again, which is kind of unfortunate, but that is already 5 damage. That's not good. How about we Stormcrack that still? I don't like it. Can we just draw a card? Can we just coin out Earth Elemental next turn? How about that? How about we just coin out Earth Elemental next turn? In that case, I definitely don't want to Stormcrack right now. Do I just Healing Wave? I think I just Healing Wave here. Just get it in. Just get it in there. I'm fine with healing for 10. No, in that case, I might as well just draw a card, right? If we're gonna do that, then we might as well just draw a card. And a Lightning Storm is pretty sweet, I will admit. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. That will absorb 3 damage still. Probably incentivizes him to develop the board a little more. Perhaps he doesn't. Perhaps he's a smart Druid, and he doesn't. Oh, he draws a card, okay. Oh, come on. Will you please play some extra minions? Well, in that case, I guess we just go for the Earth Elemental, right? Yeah, we go for the Earth Elemental here. There we go. Because there's a decent chance that he can't even kill it this turn. Or he might have to swipe it or something. That's pretty good. That is actually pretty good for us. And we do have the 2 mana next turn to Ancestral it, so that's really good. He might mulch it, I guess? Would that be a thing that happens? Yeah, he would definitely mulch that, but... what is the chance that the Beast Druid actually mulches that? Okay, so he doesn't, that's really good. That is really good for us. There we go. And we have a game, ladies and gentlemen. We have a game. So, likely scenario would be for him to trade both of his minions in. And then we still have an Earth Elemental. Then he could mulch it, but then why didn't he mulch last turn, right? So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this situation, if you if you didn't notice. I don't imagine there's any silence in that deck, unless he somehow has a Keeper of the Grove or something. I can't really imagine. So yeah, Living Roots there, that's fine, that's fine. At least we can't Faceless it, right? So yeah, that's probably correct. But I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. So does he trade that? No, he probably doesn't, right? So we can Stormcrack that. That's pretty nice. Do we Blood Mage? I don't think we Blood Mage. We could actually... yeah, we could trade into this and then just see what happens, right? Yeah, let's see what one round we get. and make our decisions based on that. That is, yeah, it deals some damage. That's fine. So we wanna get some totems out. And I guess we just Blood Mage. It's unlikely that he... Well, I guess it's kind of likely that he swipes, actually. So let's save the Blood Mage for now. I think it might be valuable with the Lightning Storm still. So we float a little bit of mana here, but that's okay. We have 6 the next turn, so I'm likely to either Lightning Storm or just Healing Wave, which is also fine. Yeah, if I Blood Maged here, then he would have definitely swiped if he had it, so that's not good for us. We don't want that. That would be pretty bad for us. So what happens here? Still swipes? Still swipes. That's fine. We've got this Healing Wave over here, and he can't develop much on the board right now. So that's still pretty good. Bathe in Flames. That doesn't put a whole lot of pressure on the board, so that's nice. I appreciate that. We get to develop a totem, and we get to heal for a bunch, which is pretty good again. And that will likely... yeah, that brings us up to 27 again. Alright. Early game survived. Congratulations. So, Beast Druid likely doesn't have a lot of card draw, which is good. Likely has a bunch of smaller minions, which is good. We should be in a lot better shape than against the first Druid game, which we still barely could have won, if it weren't for the triple pronged attack, I guess, with the Yogg and the Onyxia, and I'm still salty about that. Who runs Yogg, Soul of the Forest, Onyxia, and Cenarius in the same deck? That seems really greedy to me. Well, I should be glad he didn't run Sylvanas in that case, but I don't think he could be... no, that's impossible. Okay, so he didn't have Fandral, which is good for us, because that's also to be expected in a deck like this. He's thinking really hard here. It shouldn't be that complicated right now, should it? So he hero powers down the totem, that's fine with us. Then we can play a Bog Creeper, which is a pretty good card, it seems. Another one. Okay. Double 2 5s. I might have been tempted to go for the 5-2, but I guess that's a little weak against Lightning Storm, wouldn't it? Yeah. So if he plays any more, then we can Elemental this. We're actually not in threat of dying here or something, so we could just pass a turn. Would that be awful? We always totem, right? We always totem. Do we Stormcrack one of those? I kinda just wanna go for Elemental Destruction next turn. I think we'll do that. He has to take it slow, but or I'll hex that. No problem. I'll hex that any day of the week. So yeah, he's been careful about developing too much, so I'm not expecting to get too much value out of my Elemental Destruction right now, but I'll take whatever I can get. That's very, very meager though. I guess we could still go for the Blood Mage, then the Elemental Destruction, and then the Lava Shock. I kind of like that still. Also allows us to totem afterwards. So 2 and 2 and 2, and then 3. Yeah, that's still nice. I don't mind that. He will have a Violet Teacher though, but I guess that's still okay. I'm still fine with that. Sure. I kind of just don't want to play a Bog Creeper and then be forced to Elemental Destruction afterwards. That's kind of the problem. And it's also the reason why I didn't do it the turn earlier. The turn before. So we're in the clear here. We need to kill that, but that's okay, I guess. Oh, that's actually not great, because we're not guaranteed any... Well, we could Lightning Storm and Stormcrack, I guess. And that still allows us to Lightning Storm the turn after, so that's okay, that's okay. Or we could Bog Creeper, but then we don't kill the Fandral. Any plan that does not involve killing Fandral seems like a bad plan in my opinion, so let's not go for that one. So we Lightning Storm this. I kinda don't like this, to be honest, but I've made my bets. Let's, we can actually Lava Shock that if we get a Spell Power Totem. So let's take it slowly here. We can still Bog Creeper next turn. It's fine. It's fine. He's only got 3 cards, so I shouldn't be too worried. He knows what's up though. He definitely knows what we're doing. So he could still outlast us. And I'm guessing that's his plan right now. It's pretty much his only plan, so yeah. But if he doesn't have a way to deal with this, then we're pretty much set. I would like to finally get a Faceless off on the on an Ancestral Minion. That would be pretty sweet. I haven't been able to do that in ages, to be honest. Usually your opponent immediately concedes when that happens. So I guess it it won't stick in the memory for that long. Okay, he's hitting that, okay. Can't blame him. And let's see if he develops anything on the board here. He does not. So we get to play some minions. There we go. That's more like it. And we might actually be able to get a clock on him, which would be kind of nice. Actually dealing some damage to your opponent. This isn't called Conceit Shaman for nothing, for no reason. It takes a long time for you to actually finish your opponent off, so you're usually better off just waiting for your opponent to concede, because it can take a long time, even against aggressive decks. But trying to find the best play and just imagining the frustration on your opponent's face when they face 3 Bog Creepers at once, it's all worth it. I promise, it's all worth it. So, what's happening here?
Pay attention, class.
Okay, he's going for it. That's good. Oh, he's hero powering? Wait. You are aware of the fact that we can just kill the Violet Teacher right now, are you? I imagine that just means that he's giving up, but that can't be right. Let's Faceless right now. Yeah, I do think getting a full health Bog Creeper is worth it. We don't need to be greedy here. There's absolutely no need to be greedy. You can just take it easy, hit him for 12 every turn, and it'll be fine. There we go.
Well played.
Alright, so we did win the game. That is something, right? So hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm really enthusiastic about this deck, if you didn't notice already. Do hope you enjoyed. And do stay tuned for some news on the new expansion. If you've been waiting for my opinion on that, don't worry, it's coming. And I'll be back in 2 more days with a new deck. So if you've got any suggestions for that, please do leave a comment below, and as usual, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.